manager of the petrol station on the Broadway. 16 stitches. The till got jammed and they gave him a kicking.
Nasty.
Most recent is Mr. Kent here. He had a go.
Yeah, I know him. He's got the all-night garage on the ring road.
Did they get away with anything?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Panicked, back in the van, empty-handed.
So that's 2 on the trot and they've drawn a blank.
My guess is they'll need to hit again soon.
Or 1-2. Looks like they enjoy their work.
Well, 7 forecourts in under 5 weeks.
Any descriptions?
Well, the witnesses say they're young. 19, 20, 21. Medium heights, medium builds. Vague about the colour because they're wearing balaclavas.
What about the vehicles?
Vans seem to be favourite. False numbers. Have you got anything on that, Ted?
I've put the word out. I'm waiting for a call.
Right, Joe.
Go.
I want you to check out all the stations that have been done so far. Donna will give you a list. See if they remember anything new.
Go.
Jim, you do the rest. Bit of security advice.
That's CPO's turf, surely, Gov.
No, not on this. These cowboys are getting out of hand. And I want them stopped before somebody gets killed.
Right, that's the mother. And the kid. And that's the other one.
So what caused the disturbance?
She sent the kid to get a bottle of orange juice. Dropped it, glass everywhere. Well, chucked it more like. Now he's bawling. The mother's kicking up a stink.
That's, Miss O'Connor, is it?
Yeah, that's her. See, there's the assistant manageress. Half the staff fussing over the kid. Meanwhile, mate does a runner. Full trolley. Nice little diversion, thank you very much.
She got away, yeah?
Oh, yeah, clean.
Well, what makes you think they were working together?
Well, they were together all right.
Shouldn't it have set off an alarm or something? Because the shopping hadn't been scanned.
No, we have barcodes, not security tags. You don't expect to have to tag every packet of biscuits, do you? Now, this is a couple of minutes before. Right. There. Or maybe you think she was just asking the time.
Hi, Jack.
Sir, this is WDC Josephine Morgan. She's our latest recruit.
Oh, good. Well, don't let them take advantage of you. Do you get my message?
Sir.
About the garage forecourts. Anything I can give publicity?
We're on to it, sir. Every available officer.
Well, let's make a shout about this one, shall we? Let people know we're doing something. I'd like to issue a press release.
With all due respect, sir, what the apples say to the newspapers.
Information management, Jack. Let's give them the story before they make up one of their own.
Yeah, well, I'll give it some thought, sir.
Don't the petrol companies give a reward on this sort of thing?
£10,000.
Well, there you are. That's something to oil the wheels.
It doesn't always work that way, sir.
What you gawping at?
Come on, in you go.
Mind me head.
Go on, chap. In you get. Yeah, OK. Thanks very much.
You got anything, Ted?
Oh, yeah, you dangle 10 grand around, every snout in Sun Hill will want a piece. Doesn't mean any of it's any good.
Is there anything worth having a sniff?
One, maybe. Danny Heron.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Vehicle workshop by the railway. Bent as they come.
We had him in about 12 months ago, didn't we?
That's right. Dodgy MOTs. Got a slapped wrist. That could be he's putting the vans together.
What do you reckon?
You don't need to be Einstein to know that Heron's bent.
What, you saying your informant's guessing?
Not usually a chancer.
Take a look, Ted. Well, keep your distance. We don't want him sussing you out.
Yeah.
One plastic watch, broken.
It's not broken. Not got a battery, that's all.
One hostel rent book. Is that where you live?
Nah, it's my holiday home, ain't it? Of course I live there. Oi, I need that to sign on with.
It's all right, you'll get all your stuff back.
Nice kid.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
Oi, Nathan, come here. You're gonna get slapped in a minute.
Need eyes in the back of your head.
We're talking a bit more serious than a couple of Mars bars, Benny.
So why haven't you caught this bunch of idiots already?
We need a good description.
You wouldn't need a description if they came in here, Mr. Carver.
Why's that?
You could pick them up off the floor.
Yeah, and that's about the quickest way of going into court or hospital.
Wouldn't be me in hospital.
Well, these guys ain't messing, Benny.
Who says I am?
We need a good witness in one piece.
So you catch him, yeah? How much it cost to lock 'em up? How much a week?
Well, that's not the point.
My way. They learn their lesson. A few weeks in hospital. Cost the taxpayer a lot less. Bit of luck, they might go private.
You ain't taking him, all right?
Look, no one's gonna take him. The WPC's just gonna look after him for a while. She'll take good care of him.
She's not taking care of him, no one is. Nathan,
come here. This helping the boy, is it? Making a scene?
I know your game, all right. Straight on the blow, whip him into care, quick as you like.
Was there someone else making contact? Boy's father?
Oh, you know where he is, do you?
Your parents?
Why not? They'd love that. Be the icing on the cake.
Anybody?
Get us a nanny then. Go on. Tell her not to worry about the overtime. I'll pay out of my gyro.
Lynn, I'm only taking him up to the canteen, get him a plate of chips.
He ain't hungry.
Of course he is. All kids are hungry, aren't they?
Oh, sorry, Sarge. What have you found? Previous employer. St. Benedict's Roman Catholic Primary School.
Oh, yeah. What'd she teach? Nicking for the under fives? Sarah Oscar from DS Roach receiving.
Up, guys.
PNC reg, please. Old Cortina, registration number Tango Bravo Uniform 831 X-ray. Oh, and when you get a name reg, do a CRO, will you? Looking at IC3 male of 5'10", say late 20s.
It's my first time. Ain't done it before, so it's just a warning, right?
Not necessarily.
No one gets done first time out. It's only shoplifting.
What, a whole trolley full? Must be 80, 90 quid's worth. It's not only anything, Lynn. It's the supermarket's policy to prosecute.
Yeah, but it ain't up to them, is it? It's up to you.
In some cases, yeah.
So what do I do?
How about the name of your partner?
Nah,
Why not?
because I don't want her in there.
So it's all down to you, is it? Happy to carry the can on your own?
Nah. Nah. I can tell you other things. Stuff you want to know.
Like what?
Like about robbery. About petrol stations.
Go on.
Nah, I'm not telling you. Someone else, high up in a suit. First off, I want to do a deal, right?
So that's what they mean by primitive art, is it, George?
Very funny. Yeah, you're spoiling him, you know.
What you drawing, Nathan? Can I have a look? Who's that then? Your mum?
Yeah.
And who's that?
Me.
I thought so. It looks like you. And who's that? What's their name?
Remember.
Not Daddy's boy, then.
Your PNC, Sarge. Keeper shown as Clyde Dell. Delta Echo Lima Lima. What about the CRO? You got that through yet? Yeah, it fits. It's on screen now. Where do you want to start?
And it's TDAs, ABH,
Just give me the most recent, Reg.
Yeah, that's the 1989.
an aggravated burglary. Got 4 years. Can't have been out long.
Never forget a face, Reg. Do me a favour, will you? Tell the DCI I want a word. Tell him I might have a going.
She says it would be another petrol station. Mentioned a van as well.
Does she know about the reward?
Hasn't mentioned it.
You've got her on shoplifting.
First offence. She'll walk, and she knows it. Doesn't have to tell us anything.
She's got no other form.
Ran her through the computer, zilch.
So what about her associates, the people she works with?
McCann's gone to check her last employer now, a school.
And what about the woman she was caught nicking with? Have we got anything on her?
Lynn won't give us a name.
Doesn't make sense, does it? When she comes over on a robbery but keeps zipped about shoplifting. I think I'll have a word, Matt. A bit more stick than carrots.
Message from DS Roach.
Any joy, Gary?
Yes, Sarge. Spoke to the deputy head. Lynn O'Connor was a dinner lady. Finished at the end of last term.
Sacked?
Well, yeah, privatised.
Something on her?
Not really, but she got the push the same time as her big mate. Name of Margie Kidd.
So?
Well, the photo's not good, but she looks like the other one on the tape. Previous convictions
Sarge.
for shoplifting and tomming.
You got an address?
Yes, Sarge.
Lads, you got a pickup. Nice one, Gary. And, you got a passenger.
Take it. Don't wreck it, all right?
you later.
Yeah.
I want everything dropped. You ain't getting nothing till I get a promise.
We're very grateful that you come forward with this information, Lynn.
I don't need grateful.
All the charges against you will be passed on to the Crown Prosecution Services. It's their decision to prosecute or not ours. But any help you give us at this time will be communicated to them.
Leave it out. You lot are always doing deals.
Who says, Lynn? My understanding was you haven't been in trouble before.
So?
So we don't do deals like that.
Then this is staying shut.
It cuts both ways, Lynn.
What does?
Our relationship with the CPS.
Don't follow.
Well, you told Sergeant Boyden you had information about a serious crime.
Yeah, so?
If you decide now to withhold that information, that too will be communicated to the CPS. Do you understand, Lynn?
Number 6. Yeah, this is it.
Hello? Excuse me? Hello? Margie Kidd, can we have a word, please?
Petrol station. Near the school. Up on the bypass. Run by a packy. Sells cheap petrol.
When's it planned for?
This afternoon. Before the kids get out.
So the kids are kept out of the way. Why is that? They got weapons, Lynn?
They ain't got shooters, if that's what you mean.
How can you be so certain?
He'd have said.
Who's he?
I said no names, right?
Well, if you don't give me any names, Lynn, how can I be certain you're telling the truth?
Because it's the truth.
Whereas if you give me a name now, I can pick these lads up so they don't get themselves into any deeper trouble. Tell me about Clyde Dell, Lynn. Is he one of them? I'm right, he is, isn't he?
Is he, Lynn?
Clyde Dell. You know him, don't you?
Of course I do. Don't know his own strength, does he?
Oh, it's a real dive. Down and out. Claimants.
Any sign of Dell?
No, he's still inside. I'm gonna try and take a look inside the van. Well, at least we can get him for the tires, if nothing else.
What about the supermarket?
Well, the manager's not bothered. If we want to issue a caution, he'll go along with it.
That's nice of him. Jim.
TSG, Gov. No show for 3 or 4 hours. Something big on up west.
Brilliant. So where does that leave us? No backup?
Joe's onto robbery squad now.
Right. I'll have a word with Cato.
These chickens are melting, Sarge.
Sorry, Sarge.
Adam, cell number 2, please.
You can't put me in one of them. Check me records. I've got a medical condition. Claustrophobia.
Nathan hardly knows him. Every time Clyde comes home, kid starts crying.
So why'd you have him back then, when he got out of Nick?
He's his dad, ain't he? Besides, I didn't want him causing a scene.
Listen, if Clyde was violent towards you, the things we could have done.
He ain't always like that. Not all the time.
Could have got an injunction, kept him away from you.
Oh, tar. Piece of paper, big deal.
Which can be enforced.
More trouble than enough. Next thing you know, the social services get to hear. They've been sniffing around my kid for years. Violence, that's just about what they're waiting for. Give him the perfect chance to lift him. Nah. I've got to keep my nose clean.
So why the shoplifting?
What?
Hardly keep your nose clean, is it?
Nah. Ain't starving, neither. My kid had to eat, all right?
What about SOE? It's not their territory. These cowboys are using pickaxe handles, not guns. So the ball's in our courts.
Your informant's a 20-year-old single mother.
And she's living with one of the blaggers.
One of the possible blaggers.
But I need more backup.
What does Monroe say?
He's giving me Stringer and Garfield.
Well then.
Well, I need more, Philip. I'm on the line here.
Point taken, Jack. But I can't pull officers off the streets every time the chief super wants to hit the headlines. Stringer and Garfield.
I need more.
And first shout on the area car, if it's available. Best I can do, Jack. Take it or leave it.
Couldn't keep it shut, could you? What? Yeah.
In here, please.
I ain't said nothing. The other one. Tell him whose idea it was, did you? Right, little scrubber, ain't she? One great big gob!
All right, that's enough. Sit down and be quiet.
Why is she still out, John?
Oh, she claims she's claustrophobic, doesn't she? Bang her up and we'll have a charge of mistreatment on our hands.
Was she in a dock yet?
Yeah, we've called her. It's on his way.
Cheers. Miss Kidd, this way, please.
You ain't believing a word she said, are you? She wouldn't know the truth if she was in bed with it.
Yeah, all right.
ECI from Roach.
Go ahead, Ted.
There's movement with the van.
How many?
I can only see Dell at the moment. There might be some more bodies inside. He's on the move.
All right, lads. Looks like the balloon's about to go up. Did you get that, Jim?
Taking up position, sir.
No hurries, Jim. I'm too busy to waste time on hospital visits.
Sir?
They're on their way, huh?
Well, it looks that way. Now, remember what I said, yeah?
Open the till, get out the way.
Now, no messing about. We'll take care of them.
Devious. A right little minx.
So you're saying the scam was Lynn O'Connor's idea?
Full of bright ideas. Gift to the gab and all. Even brought the kid along. It's got to be a first, isn't it?
Why? Who could she left him with?
Don't ask me.
Your friend?
She ain't got many of them. Me and who else?
Who then?
I don't know. Someone.
She got a fella?
If you can call him that.
How do you mean?
Waster, isn't he? Sweet enough, but thick. Anyway, he's got his own problems without the kid.
What problems?
Her, on at him day and night.
What about?
What do you think? Money. Earning his keep. Ain't Clyde's fault the kid's there, that's down to her.
How do you mean?
Quickest way out of school, weren't it? Get yourself pregnant, you're on the next bus home. Don't blame her.
That's how it happened, is it? And what about him?
Clyde? Wouldn't have no say. Just there, convenient. She used him. Uses everyone.
Turning south into Churchill Parade. Coming your way, sir. We'll be with you in 1 minute.
All right, Ted.
Sir! Area car's stuck in traffic, ETA 6 minutes.
The shout will be over by then.
They were doing a domestic up on the White Gate.
Right, get back onto them. I don't care what they do. Get them here.
Coming straight for you.
Where are the other bodies, Ted? No sign of anyone in the back?
I haven't seen anyone yet. He's pulling in.
What's he playing at, Ted?
Ted?
Gov. He's doing his laundry.
Great kid.
Oh, yeah?
No, I mean, he's really well behaved, isn't he?
Give us your phone number.
How do you mean?
Address will do.
Why?
Next time he's sick in the night, I'll bring him over. You can look after him.
That's just kids, isn't it?
Opens his mouth, screams for half an hour, no reason. Next door, banging on the wall.
In the hostel. What's your GP say?
You don't need no doctor. He's just selfish. Me, all the ruddy time.
Ain't there anyone who could take him off your hands for a while?
What? Like his granny? I made my bed when I had him, right? Got told that enough. No one's helping me out. No one's doing me no favours. If I want something doing, I'll do it myself.
What's going on? Ted followed the van to a laundrette. He's not doing a petrol station, he's doing his washing. I want that girl strung up, Bob, for wasting police time.
Sir, what about the others? Shall I call off the area car?
Yeah. I'll have a word with those two. What's happening? Robbery in progress. All units, go! Get out! Police, let's have the key!
Hold still, you! Sierra Oscar from Carver, receiving over.
Go ahead, Jim.
Raid's gone off, ambulance requested. Cost smashers forecourt.
That's off, sir.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a turn-up.
They'll do. Well, Joe Morgan, there's your first customers. Do you want to read them the rights?
No Clyde Dell then, Lynn. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he weren't there, so what?
So, you said he was.
Sign here, please.
Wouldn't have believed me else, would you? Look, I knew you weren't on it, okay?
And there. That copy's yours to keep.
Didn't mean they didn't want him to be. Kept on at him. He's just daft enough to say yes.
Thank you, Mr. Connor. That's your lot.
So you grass up his mates?
Gets him out of the way, doesn't it? Good and proper. Can't come asking next time. Come on, you. Listen, Clyde's not got the sense he was born with. I told him, you ain't going back inside. It's easy for him. Got mates in there who look after him. What about the kid, eh? What about me? Before, last time, I kept it shut, right? What good did that do me? Now, you got kids.
Little girl. Sort of.
Oh, yeah. That police girl. The nice one. Say Ta, all right?
Morning.
Yeah, all right.
Elcott Gardens. Sorry, Sarge.
That's good.
I'll start again. Elcott Gardens. Somebody's been stealing milk off the doorsteps.
Looking for someone with a lot of bottle then, are we, Sarge?
And other bits and pieces as well. Name plates, hanging baskets, that sort of thing. Now, the Neighbourhood Watch have taken it upon themselves to have a word with Mr. Munro, who has agreed that for a very short period of time, between the hours of 6:45 and 8:15 in the morning, 2 lucky officers get to sit drinking tea, watching bottle tops behind net curtains. Yeah. So, any volunteers?
In early Frank, worms to catch.
You took plenty of interest while I was describing it.
Yeah, but that was...
Yeah, but June, you go with him. Number 15, the side gate. It's the Neighbourhood Watchwoman's place. She'll fill you in.
Don't forget to wipe your feet, son.
Governor?
Suzi. Long night.
I think I got landed with everyone else's paperwork.
Didn't send you out for a tin of tartan paint and all, did they?
Don't know what Tony Stamp's got to complain about. It's just the day for staying indoors with a mug of tea and a slice of Battenberg. Apparently uniform's got an oboe on down at Elcott Gardens. Milk snatcher. Tony's not happy.
Elcott Gardens. Oh, it's you two, is it? Operation Gold Top.
And we don't want to hear any more about 3 shredded weeks.
Do you know someone called Bill O'Brien?
Armed robber, isn't it?
Armed robber, extortionist, fraudster, and an all-round nasty, vicious slag to boot.
Turned milk stealer now, is he?
I've been this close to nicking him twice, but each time my witness has ended up in casualty.
So?
I'm meeting a man this morning who's got some very interesting things to say about Mr. O'Brien. Now, I don't want him falling down the stairs. O'Brien lives in Elcott Gardens, number 18.
And you want us to keep an eye on his house?
Well, if it doesn't interfere with your other duties.
I hate neighbourhood watchers.
Oh, cheer up, Tony. You could be standing in for a broken traffic light.
Glad you could make it.
Good morning, Mrs. Bridges.
Now, this is all very trivial to you, I know, but the members are upset about these thefts. They're minor, but irritating. I told the group I'd speak to Mr. Munro about it, but to be quite truthful, I was surprised when he agreed. I don't suppose we'll actually catch anyone in the act. Chances are a bit slim, aren't they?
Can we come in, please?
Kettle's on. Great tea drinkers, aren't you, police officers?
Marked his bottles then, has he?
Pardon?
The milkman.
Yeah, that's right. The dairy did them specially.
Jackie? You're not a pretty sight.
Yeah.
Tony.
Bill O'Brien.
20s, I heard. Good ones. Well, 5s ain't worth the risk these days, are they?
O'Brien's suppliers are sitting on them waiting for him.
O'Brien wants them to keep the notes until he's tied up his end of it. But what with one thing and another, he's putting off taking delivery, and they ain't happy about that. The way they see it is O'Brien's getting all the benefit. He's taking none of the risk.
These suppliers, who are they? Are they doing the printing themselves?
Oh, come on, it's O'Brien who's our man. Now, you want him, and I want him. And I ain't interested in dropping no one else in it.
It wouldn't be that O'Brien took your place in this deal, would it, Jackie? Did a bit of persuading with his Stanley knife?
What do you care?
I care about the quality of my information. You seem very well up on the ins and outs of this one.
I pay attention.
So do I.
O'Brien's the only name I'm naming.
Fair enough.
O'Brien.
Come on, the M25's going to be hell this time of day. You've had weeks to sort this out. Come on, go move on.
the whole street, see if I bloody care.
Stephen. Hey! Stephen! Stephen, get over here!
I don't like the look of this.
Sierra Oscar from 555. In the last minute, a child has been abducted from Elcott Gardens.
The suspect driving a blue Cavalier. Index, uniform, whiskey, Sierra, 558, Tango.
Stand from Burnside. I've got all that, Tony. I'm on my way. There is nothing to sort out now. Get on your bike and do something.
We need to get things straight, Mr. O'Brien.
Well, you can get them straight somewhere else. Teresa, go down the station.
Hang about, hang about.
Don't you touch me, copper.
Then back off and let us do our job.
Tony, you all right?
Yes, sir.
Teresa.
So what have we got?
A house full of filth.
Mr. O'Brien claims that it's his wife's ex-husband that took the child.
I don't claim it. I know it. It was Terry Larch.
How long's it been out?
6 weeks. He did 3 years out of 5.
Frank Burnside put him away.
But strictly speaking, Larch may not have broken the law. I mean, he is the boy's father.
He's also a dangerously violent and persistent offender. Wasn't there a court order against him?
Yeah, there was. His mother's trying to renew it because Larch wants access. But I mean, it's reported that he's turned over a new leaf.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
You two! Hey! Yes, you! Here!
What about this then?
Sir?
My milk. It's gone again.
A child has been abducted, Mr.
Jenna, yes, I know that. But you're supposed to be here on our behalf, watching our property, law-abiding people. Not like that jailbird.
It's a matter of priority, Mr. Jenner.
We're the lowest.
We will come and talk to you about your milk as soon as we can.
643 from Sierra Oscar.
Yes, go ahead, Sarge.
Blue Cavaliers turned up, June. Just round the corner in the alley behind Bridge Road. CID on way.
This one's a better likeness.
You seen much of Terry since he came out?
Nothing. He's been round a couple of times, but Bill's turned him away. Stephen goes to his gran's after school. Terry's mum's, I mean, and I pick him up there after work. I think Terry's seen Stephen there a few times. We've been getting letters from his solicitor. He wants access, but...
You don't?
You know what he's like. He's been saying he's changed, but... Bill won't...
Very strong on fatherhood, is he, Bill?
Him and Terry don't get on.
Well, that's putting it mildly. So where are you off to, then? You were packing the car up.
Oh, you know, a couple of weeks in Spain.
What, in term time?
It's the only time we could get away.
Does Terry know about this?
I don't know.
Is there any particular reason for the trip?
Holiday. Bill was coming in a couple of days. Me and Stephen was going out first.
You said 2 minutes.
Find Stephen, Mr. Burnside.
The old lady saw it when she got back from the newsagents. There's no sign of Larch, though. It's a right old rust bucket. I shall await the arrival of the troops.
Oh, go through, will you?
Clock the milk bottle.
Milk and sugar?
Yes, please.
One level one, thanks, love.
Mrs. Latimer, where did you get that bottle of milk?
Milton, I suppose.
You sure about that?
I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
That depends.
On what?
On where you got the milk bottle from.
I don't want to get anyone into trouble. I got it from the boys who sit on the wall. They sit on the wall up there at the far end. They bring me a bottle every once in a while.
Yeah, the ones that are always there.
There's nothing wrong with it, is there?
It might be stolen.
This is Detective Constable Carver, Mrs. Latimer.
Look, we've really got to be going. He'll want to ask you some more questions about the car.
These officers have more important matters to attend to.
D.R. Burnside, Sunhill. I'm here to see Terry Larch. Can I come in?
Well, I haven't seen Terry since yesterday.
Does he spend much time here, usually?
Yeah, he does. Sticks around most of the day, really. He talked about you, actually.
A glowing testimonial, no doubt.
Says you done him a favour.
Yeah?
Reckons he never have started all that if you hadn't put him away.
I've been after O'Brien for 3 months.
And now you've got the perfect opportunity to breathe right down his neck.
His wife says they're going to Spain.
What about your informant?
He says that O'Brien elbowed him out of a counterfeiting operation. £20 notes. He cut his face. He came to me. O'Brien is supposed to be distributing the notes, but he knows I'm watching him, so he wants to wait. Which means the notes are still with a firm that done the printing. Now, they're not happy about that. My guess is that my informant's been dropping them a few hints, telling them about the injustice of them taking all the risks and O'Brien getting the reward.
You want to keep the pressure on him?
Well, he's very uncomfortable now. I'd like to keep it that way.
So, all the while he's searching high and low for our little Stephen, you're really out to get his poor old stepdad.
Sad, isn't it?
All right. Let's go back to the beginning.
It was him!
All right, then just wait.
It was none of you, right, but somebody stole a bottle of milk from number 7, and that was how all this started, yes? He was making off with it when he bumped into the owner of the house coming through the gate, yes? And the owner, Mr. Jenner, then grabbed this nameless thief and bundled him into the house. Okay, what then?
Then he locked me in the cupboard.
Oh, what are you saying?
Just wait a minute, lads. Mr. Jenner, he locked you in a cupboard.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, no quiet for him. Keep me quiet. Look, you got...
Well, I get the impression Arch keeps himself to himself.
The hostel worker said he didn't even know he had a son. He said he was studying sociology.
Been applying himself behind bars, has he?
Apparently, he's planning to take a degree.
So do you reckon he's hung up his brass knuckles, then?
I believe that when I see it. Frank, Andrew. Oh, Andrew! Any chance of sticking a panda outside Bill O'Brien's house?
For how long?
Hour.
Doing what?
Maintaining a visible police presence.
Is this pressure or reassurance?
Pressure.
I can't tie one up, but I'll see that Ackland and Stamp put in a regular appearance.
So, any progress?
We have turned up a couple of lines of inquiry, yes?
We've been talking to a group of lads. They say that you caught one of them stealing a bottle of milk red-handed about a month ago.
Yes, I did, yes.
And kept him locked in a cupboard for the rest of the morning.
It was an hour and a half.
These are serious charges, Mr. Jenner.
They would be if you brought them.
And what makes you think we won't?
The boy wouldn't dare, and you wouldn't want to. The law is an ass if it says I can't defend my own property.
There's a difference between defending your property and keeping a 12-year-old boy locked up.
Not in my book, there isn't.
You know, the only reason you and your neighbours have had this spate of attacks is the other lads getting their own back for their friend.
I shouldn't have to lock him up. That's what you lot should be doing.
He only nicked a bottle of milk.
There's no only about it. Theft is theft. People seem to forget that these days.
And locking a kid up in a cupboard is ABH and false imprisonment.
Well, don't look at me. This is the victim. You're looking in the wrong place, mate. As usual.
He's not here.
Have you seen him today, Mrs. Larch?
I haven't seen him all week. Why don't you leave him alone? He's trying to do a new start.
Teresa says he's abducted her son.
His son?
Teresa has custody, Mrs. Larch. Terry's taken Stephen against her will. Not much of a new start, is it?
That kid wrote to him every week while he was in prison. He didn't deserve a son like that. He can see that now. He's trying to do better by him.
Funny way of showing it.
What do you know? You got kids? They wouldn't even let him see the boy, his own father. He'd been through enough while he was inside with that slag O'Brien taking Teresa away from him, so shut your mouth till you know what you're talking about.
Told you, didn't it?
All he wanted was to take the boy fishing once a week.
Nice seeing you again, Mrs. Larch.
Well, I can't say the same.
Everyone loves a copper. Do you know where that is? That's Regis Street Bridge, isn't it, Gov? Correct. In my experience, old fishermen always stick to the same spot.
What's your eyes here for, then?
Just put yourself where O'Brien can see you, he said.
Well, do what?
Do nothing. Orders at Burnside.
If he starts anything, shove him in.
I haven't broken the law, Burnside. Stephen didn't want to go to Spain. O'Brien's been knocking him about.
No one said you'd broken the law, Terry. Just made a nuisance of yourself. Hello, Stephen. You caught anything?
Leave him, he doesn't want to talk to you.
I hear you've become a bit of a bookworm, Tell. Up in university?
Something wrong with that?
No. There's nobody else.
What then?
An invitation. I thought we might get round a table and compare notes on a mutual friend of ours.
I'm just going to have a word with Tom Jenner. Oh, right. Oh, I was talking to the O'Briens' next-door neighbour. There was a row outside the O'Briens last night. She didn't know if it might be something.
Could be.
Apparently 2 men came round quite late. There was some shouting between them and Mr. O'Brien. She had a quick look with the noise and so on. The men ended up carrying in some cardboard boxes. Apparently Mr. O'Brien was very upset about the whole thing.
Teresa said something to me mum about Spain. Said Stephen wouldn't be coming around after school for a couple of weeks.
And you thought it might be for a bit more than a fortnight's package holiday?
I phoned her up, but she wouldn't say either way. She's scared of O'Brien. If it was down to her, she'd be reasonable, but him...
Holds a grudge.
Yeah.
I can't think why, Terry. You're the one that did 3 years. He was in and out in 6 months.
He still reckons I grassed him up.
Maybe you should have done. Maybe you should now.
I don't have anything on him. If I did have, I wouldn't tell you.
I've heard a whisper about counterfeit 20s. You hear any of that?
Oh, leave me out of it.
Come on, Terry. Don't tell me you don't know what's what. You must know more than I do.
I'm out of all that cops and robbers stuff. It's different now.
It couldn't do your custody case any harm. You a reformed character. O'Brien banged up for currency fraud.
I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna get my son away from there, and I'm gonna bring him up straight.
You mean O'Brien's not straight? You mean he's a bad influence? Is that what you're saying? But according to you, he's as pure as the driven snow.
I don't want to know.
So all this study bit, all this new leaf, that's all for the benefit of the social services, is it? Show what a fit father you are.
You've been in the job too long. It's turned you sour. People change, you know.
Do they?
I have.
Prove it. Give me something on O'Brien.
Gov? Someone delivered 3 boxes round O'Brien's last night. There's a fracas outside the house, the neighbours noticed. Our largest kid said he saw the boxes, said O'Brien clipped him one for poking his nose in.
Something tells me O'Brien's just taken delivery of his 9-bob notes.
So what was that heart-to-heart about then, Gov?
Larch found out that his ex-wife is taking his son to Spain. My bet is that O'Brien is planning a nice new life on the Costa, courtesy of the Royal Mint.
Larch has thrown a spanner in the works then.
Get hold of Stamp and Ackland. Tell one of them to get round the back. Make sure that O'Brien doesn't start vaulting fences. He hasn't been in and out with anything, O'Brien.
Not that we've seen.
Get hold of Tony in case he cuts up rough.
So, you can get up here now, Tony.
Burnside. Isn't about the kid, is it? I've got a warrant, O'Brien. Put that down, O'Brien! Get out of my way! Both of you! Right, you! I'm going to put a...
Get back in your house, Mr. Jenner!
Yeah! Get back!
Come on then, please. Don't you want some? Lead him, Joe! Want some? Get away from me! Right, come on, old son. Have a go at me. Leave him alone, you silly old sod! You killer!
He'd skimmed them all. He hadn't counted on me. That's right, isn't it?
Well, it was very brave, Mr. Jenner, but I think you probably should have left it to us.
That's what you said about the other thing too, wasn't it? There are times when you have to do your bit.
I think we have the situation in hand.
You can think what you like. How's our have a go here, Rod?
Oh, he's still having a go. No, I think he's going to be all right. Just a bit shocked. Might have cracked a couple of ribs.
We're going to have to search the house properly. There might be more of this stuff than the kid found.
Where's Stephen? Where's my kid? You never even looked for him, did you? This is all you care about. Where is he? Give him here!
Go to your mum, and I'll come and see you again next week, all right?
You're in this together, aren't you?
No. We're not.
Back to his homework, is he?
You got something better to do?
I'll do this one.
Give him a minute.
What, Mr. Floor Show? You do a check on the number.
Sierra Oscar 577.
Go ahead, Barry.
Good evening, sir.
What's up?
This is a private road, sir. The residents have called us. They think you're up to no good.
Oh.
So what are you doing?
Aerobics. What do you think we're doing? Knock it off, Trace. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was private.
And your name is?
No, I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
Well, put it like this, sir. I enjoy outdoor pursuits myself, but there are some things it's wiser to do in the comfort of your own home, don't you think?
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Sierra 1 receiving.
Candy Wholesale Warehouse, Fairfield Industrial Estate. Suspects on. Informant a Mr. Plowright. Keyholder a Mr. Alan Durrant. On way.
Sierra 1 received.
Steve, suspects on.
With you. I think that's enough for one night, don't you, sir?
Traffic's backed up down the Fairfield Road. There's a footy match turning out.
There's no other units in the area.
We'll be there in about 10 minutes or so. Take a left here.
Crying out loud.
Arrived. I got a call 20 minutes ago.
Are you the key holder?
I've got a key, yeah.
Steve, ambulance! Sierra Oscar from 363 receiving over.
Go ahead, Steve.
Read the call to the warehouse.
Oh,
ambulance
my God.
required.
Dad?
Have we got anything on the old man who was blagged? Evidently he was assaulted and subsequently had a heart attack, sir. He's not in a good state.
Who's down there now?
June, sir, with the soccer.
Good. Wasn't there a spate of warehouse break-ins a couple of years back, Donna?
Yes, sir. DS Gregg mentioned that. I looked into it. That team were nicked by Barton Street, and I think they're still out of circulation.
We'll check with the collator down there. Maybe the parole board have sent them back to Haunters.
Okay, sir.
If the old man pegs it, let me know straight away.
Yes, sir.
If this goes to murder, we throw it straight to Amit.
I'm Plowright's Fruit and Veg, up the road there. On my way home last night, I seen these two Herberts on the roof here. So, first call box I came to, I dialed 999.
And what time was that?
About 9:30.
And it took you lot 25 minutes to get here. I'm going to put in a complaint.
And then I give Charlie Durrant a ring and got through to Helen here.
Right, thank you.
Outrageous what they done to Charlie Harry's.
Not good. I was with him all last night down the hospital. He's, fair enough.
Give him my regards.
So, what's gone missing, Mr. Durrant?
They lifted 30 boxes of cigarettes.
To what value?
Oh, 20-odd thousand quid.
I take it you've got a security system here?
It's all alarmed, yeah. But the old man, he was working late down here last night and he hadn't switched it on.
So they went out through the front and closed the door behind them?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is anybody else working here besides you and your father?
Just Mickey. I don't work here. We've got another warehouse over in Canley Street. General hardware, that sort of thing. I'm supposed to be there right now.
Well, that's fine for the moment, Mr. Durrant. He's a bit of a larder with himself.
Well, his father is still on the critical list.
This job's showing all the signs of an amateur night out.
Yeah, certainly gave the old boy unnecessary stick.
Apparently it was some sort of heart attack he had. Well, he's been under a lot of... Oh, yes, thank you. Apparently he's been under a lot of strain lately, working all hours God sends and worrying himself to death about the business.
So how's he now, Mrs. Durrant?
Oh, he's a lot better. I thought he was a goner when I saw him last night.
Right, Chief Inspector. It's okay to see him now, but please don't make it long.
Thank you, Doctor.
I knew it was hopeless, all this work trying to save the business, but he wouldn't listen. You couldn't speak to him, could you, Inspector? Oh, just tell him to let it go. I just want him alive with me and the family.
Lordy, Annie. उस आदमी ने क्या मैंने ऑफर दे मैं उन्हें डील बना ली चोरी तो मांग दे तो ऑफर कितना मांग सकता थी Mr. Prasad, Mr. Smollett, thank you for coming. तो सब पुलिस ने बुलाया और चुप कर रहे ना ऐसी मुसीबत में बैठेंगे
मुसीबत तेरे खानदान तो
Hang on,
खुद ही
hang on,
आती है
hang on now, calm down. What is going on?
This morning this man rings the shop Manjula answers phone. इस बंदे नु दस बंदे ना की गल होई सी चल.
Well, this guy says he has some cheap cigarettes for sale. I ask him how much they are. He offers to deliver me 4 boxes this afternoon. I said yes.
Did he give you any idea how he came by these cheap cigarettes?
Yeah, right. They were off a Christmas tree.
Meaning they were stolen, yes?
Yeah, I suppose so. As soon as Manjula told me I rang you, Mr. Smollett. I will not have stolen things in my shop.
Yes.
Never.
Yes.
You know it, Mr. Smollett.
Yes, I know, Mr. Prasad, I know. And I'm very glad you came forward like this. Now, did he give you a time when he could bring these cigarettes round?
Well, 3 o'clock-ish.
तू साड़ी इज्जत मिट्टी विच मिला देती है शर्म नहीं आंदी
इतना सारे कहते ने मैं मदद करने की कोशिश की थी तो मैं ही मुसीबत में पड़ गया हैं
मुसीबत तू अपने आप ले आंदी
Hey, now calm down, please, Mr. Prasad.
He has brought shame upon us.
I did it to keep us afloat.
Look, your dad did the right thing calling us in, Manjula. Honesty is the best policy in the long run.
Oh, thanks. And when this business goes down to Swanee, like half the others have around here, I'll remember that, Mr. Smollett.
Oh, Manjula!
I heard noises. I picked up the crowbar off the shelf. I was walking out of the office, and there they were. 2 of them.
What did they look like?
One was a tall chap. They had stockings over their faces, you know, nylon stockings.
What about the other one?
I can't remember. I told them they weren't going to rob me. And the tall one started bawling and shouting, so I swung at him.
With a crowbar?
Yeah. And then he come at me and I know. I've got a dodgy ticker.
June, I think you better get the doctor.
Philip. I've just had the editor of the Gazette on the phone.
Got his quills up again, has he, sir?
Well, he's not exactly pro-police. He's been banging on about our poor response time over the past few weeks.
Yes, I had a memo from area with the clippings.
Well, apparently there was a burglary last night. An old man was assaulted, suffered a heart attack. His son's very upset. He thinks our response was less than efficient.
So who are we talking about?
Well, it's the area car, late turn.
Loxton and Stringer. I'll have a word with them when they come in.
Yes, if you would. I mean, it's not an official complaint yet, but we need to keep our backs covered.
Sir.
Oh, sir. There's been a development. 4 cartons of Iffy smokes on offer.
Where's this from?
Ron Smollett came up with it. Looks solid. A packy shop on his ground.
Could be our breakers trying to out the goods as soon as they can.
Worth a look.
Right, we'll set up an oboe down there, see if anything shows. And I'll organise some marked money. Is Ellison not here?
He's in court, sir.
Well, we better have you in on this then, Ted. All those cheap fags flying around. Be right up your chimney.
Yeah, anyway, Resident Rooster he was. One night he had this...
Can I see you to my office? Let's say about 2 o'clock sharp.
Yes, sir. May I ask what it's in connection with, sir?
Just a quiet chat.
Where's Carver?
He's parked up round the corner, sir.
Good.
Now, all the notes are marked, yeah?
Yes, I see. Thank you.
Now, when the cigarettes are delivered, you make sure you check them before handing over any money.
Yes.
Now, I want you to insist you don't want to end up with a box stuffed with all newspapers.
I understand.
All right, now, I'll be in the back watching. You just hand over the money and you leave the rest to us.
Yes.
Are you sure you can handle this, Mr. Prasad? If you can't, just sign here.
No, I will do this.
All right, you come along with me, sir. DCI Meadows from Roach.
Go ahead, Ted.
We're all set inside, sir.
Didn't exactly break the record getting to this burglary, did we?
We hit heavy traffic, sir. Football was turning out.
Fair enough. Where were you when you received the call?
We were dealing with a couple of lovers, sir, parked up in a private road.
Can I ask, sir, have we had an official complaint?
No, but there's a possibility, Stringer. The boss has asked me to make sure we're all buttoned up on this one.
Right, sir.
You know, when I was at Barton Street, we had a comedian there named Ted Valner. Know him?
No, sir.
Always managed to be back at the station 20 minutes before clocking off time. 10 on the dot, out the traps, straight into the boozer next door.
Sonhill has shift turnaround procedures, sir. They give constant cover and have been agreed...
Whoa. No need to come to Fed rep routine with me, Barry. I'm sure nothing like that goes on at Sonhill.
You can be absolutely sure, sir.
Good. Because if I thought area car crews weren't taking their duties seriously, I'd have them back pounding the pavements. Hmm?
If they show, we're going to nick them on the plot, sir.
Well, we'll see. But there's no point in recovering 4 boxes of fags. And they'll swear blind they found them under a mulberry bush. And that'll be our lot.
Gov, white Sluicen van looks a prospect.
It looks like our party. Sit tight.
Okay.
Ted, we're on. Leather jacket, IC1.
Should be with you any moment.
Understood.
I brought the goods you ordered.
Sorry?
You wanted 4 boxes of fags. Cash in hand.
Ah, yes. Let me look, please.
Look, I haven't got all day, Grandad, if you're not interested.
I've got the money here. Show me.
He'll be out in a minute. Me and June will be on his tail. Now you pick up Ted and follow as planned.
Right, Gov.
That went sweetly.
So far. Don't lose them, June. They got the job's money in their sticky little hands.
We're in position, sir.
Give it 20 seconds, Ted, and then go.
All right, June.
DCI Meadows, on Hill. Are you Mr...
Hanson, John Hanson, Ian Clark.
Right, you were observed delivering goods to the corner store on Galata Street.
Well, must have been somebody else, mate.
So you didn't supply Mr. Prasad with 4 boxes of hooky cigarettes? Then?
What? No, we do general hardware. You got the wrong van.
And you got a brown envelope in your pocket stuffed full of marked money. Or have I got that wrong too?
Kate! Yeah, we got it. Come on.
Hey, what's all this?
Well, well, well. We meet again, Mr. Durrant.
What's going on?
I'm just about to arrest these 2 men on suspicion of the burglary at your other warehouse.
No, there must be some mistake.
Well, there's certainly something wrong somewhere. Perhaps you can help me sort it out.
John, I need a solicitor, love. Is Mr. Swelton there, please?
Isn't it Hanson and Clark worked for you, Mr. Durrant?
Oh, well, there's no reason, really. They're based here. As I said, my father runs a sweet and tobacco warehouse with young Mickey.
So Hanson and Clark never go there?
No. Well, occasionally, yeah. Maybe if there's a big delivery expected once in 6 months.
So they'd be familiar with the layout and the alarm system?
Yeah, could be. Well, they must be, I guess. That's how they done it, I suppose.
Did you see Hanson and Clark last night?
They loaded up the last lot about 4 o'clock. I shut up shop and went home.
And when did you see them this morning?
Hanson come in about 8 with a van. He often keeps it overnight if he's been delivering late.
Was the van empty when he brought it in?
Yeah. They loaded up the morning deliveries, went out about 9:15. Look, I can't believe that they'd do something like this, really. You know, they've worked with the family for years. Excuse me, will you? I've got to get back down the hospital.
There's no sign of any more cigarettes, sir.
Mr. Durrant?
Yeah.
Are you sure you know nothing about this burglary?
You think I'd do something like that? To my own father?
I'm asking the questions, Mr. Durrant.
No. I know nothing about it.
I've said. Me and Clarky were playing cards all last night with my old lady and her brother.
I think my client's whereabouts at the time of this burglary are clearly established, Sergeant.
So how come you're observed selling cigarettes which were stolen in that burglary to a shop in Galata Street this afternoon?
Me and Clarky went for a drink in the Nirvana Club about midnight last night. We meets this bloke there.
I don't suppose you know his name?
I don't know, I've never met him before. Anyhow, he's seen I had the van parked outside and he makes me a proposition.
And what was that?
He had these 4 boxes of fags in the back of his motor. He wanted 100 quid apiece for them.
And you just happened to have £400 in your pocket.
You're joking. It's an evil world, Sergeant. No, we went back to my place and I bought them off him there.
I put it to you, Mr. Hanson, that what you've just told us is entirely fictional and would insult the intelligence of a 5-year-old.
What, you mean you don't believe me?
All right. If you were so innocent, why did you resist arrest?
My client told me he didn't realise you were police officers. He thought you were intruders and sought to defend himself against an anticipated assault.
The younger one, Clark's, not known to us, sir. But Hanson's got previous. Drunken, disorderly, threatening behaviour.
Yeah, it looks like the sort who could start a fight in an empty pub.
Not the brightest of bulbs.
Well, he's bright enough to work out a cover story for himself. Thanks, Donna.
Swelton's fed him with that old flannel.
Well, with what we've got at the moment, we'll be lucky enough to do him for receiving.
Well, we did see him flogging the cigarettes and he had the marked money in his hand.
Yeah, I bought the cigarettes in good faith off a bloke I met in a nightclub.
Do you think anybody's really going to believe that?
Well, the jury might. I tell you what, have a go at Clark. He's had time to sweat now. Maybe we can put some lead on the target there.
Right. Oh.
Excuse me, sir. This came through to the CAD room.
Hang on, June. New developments.
Well, that ups the stakes a bit.
Do you think we can start? I've got a client waiting at Barton Street. Ah, good afternoon, Chief Inspector.
I'm afraid there's been a change of plan. I won't be interviewing your client.
So, you're dropping the burglary allegation, I take it?
Let's just say the goalposts have been moved. The old gentleman, Charles Durrant, died at 4 o'clock this afternoon. The area major incident team will now be taking over the investigation. So we're now talking murder, Mr. Clark.
No,
Oh, yes.
And with a little bit of help from your friend, Mr. Swelton here, you could soon be gripping the rails at the Old Bailey over this.
It's the police, Alan.
Right. We've already met. This is DS Roach.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
I'm afraid this concerns you too, Mrs. Durrant. You take a seat. I'm sorry to have to tell you that your husband passed away at St. Hugh's Hospital this afternoon.
No. No. Charlie? Oh, Helen.
Amick will be here in about an hour, so if you could organise the incident room.
Any chance of me sticking with this, sir, on attachment?
I think you've got enough on your plate already, sir.
Message from Mr. Swelton, sir. He'd like a word with you downstairs.
What did he want?
He wouldn't say.
Maybe Clark wants to cough.
Maybe.
Well, do we steam in or wait for Amick?
Well, if he does want to talk, let's not give him a chance to change his mind. Mr. Swelton.
Mr. Clark has asked me to tell you that he wishes to speak with you about events last night at Durrant's warehouse on the Fairfield estate.
He's going to put his hands up, is he?
I think you should ask him that. I'm afraid I have to leave, Chief Inspector.
Well, we want to interview your client now.
As at this moment, I no longer represent either Mr. Clark or Mr. Hanson.
Bodes well. Swelton off the sinking ship.
All right, John.
Right, let's have you.
I want to talk to the top man.
I understand you want to make a statement.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, you better come with us to the interview room.
I don't want none of that. We did it. We done a break-in.
Keep it for the tape recorder.
We were inside, see, and Durrant
Keep
come out...
it. All right, go on.
If I tell you everything, would that give me some help here?
Might.
It weren't Hanson put this together. We had a key, right? We only smashed a skylight to make it look good. It was Alan Durrant who put us into this, old Charlie's son.
Are you prepared to make a statement confirming what you just said, Mr. Clark?
Yeah, Durrant said the place would be empty, but his old man was there, wasn't he, doing his books? I never touched him. Hanson did for him, I swear.
Just showing off watch for some refs, sir.
Didn't think you were sneaking in for the early bath, Loxton.
No, sir.
Carry on.
He's having another go, isn't he?
No, he's just having a joke.
He doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Forget it, Barry. He was just beating his chest this afternoon. He's the new big boss. He just wants you to know about it.
He's only picking on us because I'm Federation rep. If he thinks he can climb all over me, he's got another thing coming.
You'll sort him out, Bazza. You're the best barrack room lawyer in the business.
It's the police again, Mum.
Is there somewhere else we could talk, Mr. Durrant?
No, I want to hear. Have you caught them yet?
Well, we've reason to believe that we've identified the men who made the assault on your husband, yeah.
It was Hanson and Clark, then?
I think you already know the answer to that, Mr. Durrant.
What?
I'd like you to accompany us down to the station to help us with our inquiries.
I've already told you everything I know.
I'm afraid if you're not prepared to cooperate, I'm going to have to arrest you.
Arrest Alan? Why? Alan, what's going on?
The business. It was going bankrupt, but Dad, he wouldn't listen.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
It was an insurance fiddle. Dad wasn't supposed to be there. It was my fault. I'm sorry.
The car's outside, Mr. Durrant.
It all went wrong. He wasn't supposed to be there. Mum, believe me. I wouldn't have seen him hurt. Not for anything.
Come on.
Save it for the judge, Mr. Durrant. I'm sure he'll be very...